Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Today we are going to talk about why triangle names are important and why the order of the names are important. Okay, so we kind of talked about this during our transformations unit when we were talking about reflections. We talked about two quadrilaterals, one named bike and one named golf. If you remember that, that's awesome. That will totally help you with this. If not, totally fine also. I'm going to go through why triangle names are important, or really any polygon's names are important, okay? So here we have triangle ABC as named here, and triangle DEF, okay? So the important thing about triangle names is we put them in a specific order for a specific reason, okay? So if you guys think about the word corresponding, think about what the word corresponding means for a second, okay? Corresponding. So I like to think of corresponding as almost like matching up in geometry, okay? So say these two triangles are congruent. I know they're not because I'm not the greatest artist, but say they're congruent, okay? What parts here would be corresponding? Okay, so say I want to pick this triangle up and move it over here. What angles would match up with each other? Okay, we're going to have angle A would be congruent to angle D. Okay, we're really just turning this a little, sliding it over. Okay, angle B is going to be congruent to angle E, and angle C is going to be congruent to angle F. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F. If we notice, we have A and D here, A and D here, B and E here, B and E here, and finally C and F, C and F, okay? So those are our angles that are going to be corresponding, okay? So those are our corresponding angles. They're in the same position. So if we go back to corresponding angles with parallel lines, we know that they were in the same position, right? So these angles here are in the same position in their specific triangle, okay? So something else that will be corresponding are the sides. So these are going to be your angles. Corresponding angles. Okay. Now we can also have corresponding sides. Okay. So using the same triangles here, the way I like to think about our corresponding sides is again by using the names. So we have ABC and DEF. If we look here, AB here corresponds to D. Okay, so AB is congruent to DE. We have AB and DE next to each other in our names. Okay, next up, let's do BC is going to correspond to EF. So we have BC is congruent to EF. Okay, BC here are green, and EF here are green again. Okay. Finally, last up, we have our AC and our DF. AC is congruent to DF. Okay. A and C and D and F. Same positions. That's why we know they are corresponding. Okay. So in the next video you guys are watching, we're going to be talking about similar triangles. We're going to be defining similar triangles, writing down our corresponding angles, and then writing proportions for our sides. So I just wanted to give you a little rundown of how the names match up because I refer to that in that video. So we have, remember, if you ever get stuck, just write them like this. No matter what it is, if it's like NEB and XYZ, same thing, just write them like this, NEB, XYZ, and you can easily see which ones have to correlate, okay? Have fun with the next video talking about similar triangles.